We could add a steel mini roller coaster. I'm reluctant to do so. However, I think at this time it's a good idea to add a steel mini roller coaster. I will do it on the smaller island, and then I'll connect them via a path, and then delete this path because I really want to save this big island for a big ride. Issue here is we might struggle money-wise because we don't have too much money. In fact, we might be able to add this mini roller coaster over here. We might do better. We've got the space. I think that could work actually. Okay. We'll have to make it compact though. It's a good start actually. I was a little bit worried we wouldn't have much space, but it's nice to see. Is the land in the way? No, our roller coaster's in the way. Where to go from here? I like the look of that, but I'm questioning where to go. Yeah, there we go, down. Down, and around to here. Now, that would be good, except for the fact that we're now in the exact same position as where we need to be. Which isn't particularly good. 7 foot is where we need to be to end this roller coaster. I'm gonna have to move some land down, which will probably cost us quite a bit of money. However, I think this roller coaster will be worth it actually. It looks quite good. Can we add photos or anything? No, we cannot. But hopefully this will be. Oh, what am I doing? Hopefully this will be a very good roller coaster. It looks quite good. We'll add ourselves an entrance and exit, and we can test it. So we start off by going up with a smallish corner, but it's going up. Gets to about a 270 degree. What's the word? Rotation. Then we go down and round, and sort of go round and down back into the station. Looks rather simple, doesn't really have too much to it. It's kind of winding in a way. Hopefully that can get good test results. And our test results will come through in a second. It's quite a, what's the word? Kind of fast ride. Well, it's the fastest we've got at least. It goes up to 35 miles an hour. It takes 34 seconds, so it's about half of what our car ride is. It's got a medium excitement rating, a high intensity rating, and a medium nausea rating. I think that might do quite well. It'd be a shame if it didn't do well, but we can open it and hope that we get a lot of guests in that. Don't really have that much space for queue. I don't really like the look of that queue, but anyway, price wise it's currently free, so let's bump that up to maybe, well, we'll say £2 because, what was it, is it the car ride? It's £1.50? Yeah, the car ride's £1.50, so we'll make this roller coaster £2.50. If it doesn't do too well, if people think it's too expensive, then we'll bump it down to maybe £2, £1.50. See how it goes. That's it. That's a good starting price. So we've already got a few people going to the ride. That's quite good. Whilst we're waiting for those to queue up, we've got ourselves a stall, and it was the stall that I said it wasn't going to be. The balloon stall. Something that isn't particularly a very useful thing, having balloons everywhere, but at least it's a way of generating money. So we'll go to the start of the park. Hopefully we can just get a balloon stall set up there. We'll charge £1.30, which will give us £1 profit for a balloon. And over at the end of the park, or at least the current end of the park, we will add again a balloon stall. I'm unsure if it's going to be in the right position. Yes, it was. Balloon stall. Get that £1.30 to get a £1 profit, and we'll open that out. That's going quite well. So let's go back at our roller coaster that we just made, and looks like people are enjoying it. Luckily, or sneakily, depends on the way you look at it, I put the entrance and the exit right next to each other, so people will get off the ride and go straight back on it. Or at least that's the hope. People will get off the ride, go straight on it, and that'll be fun. Unfortunately, because of its medium nausea rating, people might start throwing up. Hopefully that's not the case, hopefully people just enjoy the ride. But if that is the case, we'll probably have to start looking into adding more handymen later on. I'm quite proud of that roller coaster actually. In the past I've been quite worried about making these steel mini roller coasters and such, and that looks like quite a good ride. I'll definitely go on it. Maybe it's a bit of a child's ride, so maybe I'll go on it as a child, but still, looks like quite a fun ride. It looks like it's consistently getting a full train every time, which is really good. Although, I was looking at this thinking, wow, you get however many people on the ride at a time. So you got 30, so there's 16 people on the ride, on each train at a time. 32 people on the ride at all times, really. Whereas with our car ride, we've got 32 people queuing, and we get 9 people on the ride. Is there anything we can do to help improve that? Oh, sorry, 10 people on the ride when everyone's on. It doesn't look like there is. It's just a slow ride. And quite a few people are complaining that they're queuing for a long time. So potentially, I don't know, maybe I can try and make the ride a bit faster. The issue is, I've noticed it with log flumes as well. When you've got a slow ride, people hate the queue time. Although saying that, I'm pretty sure that this boat hire is getting a bit of a queue, and people are probably a little bit bored of it. It takes a minute to do the whole ride, so perhaps it is a bit boring for them. But the excitement rating of this boat hire is actually more than the car ride, so that's quite interesting. People are enjoying this roller coaster, so I'm hoping that if I gave it a advertising campaign for our roller coaster one, it will do quite well. And one thing I've noticed is I've not actually named any of my rides as of yet, so hopefully if it becomes an issue, if I have like 6 roller coasters and I'm unsure which roller coaster I'm trying to do things for, I hope that I can give them all names. Maybe I'll go around the park giving everything a name. Or a bit of an issue, let's say, with doing that is that when the dialogue box for naming it pops up, you can't actually see it, so I have to sort of think out loud, and it looks strange because I'm maybe typing in a name that I'm thinking perhaps if I want to call something Jingle Jangles, but then I'm unsure, maybe I want to call it Jumble Jambles. I'm typing out these names and then I'm changing it. It's harder for you to grasp what I'm actually doing. Although, that being said, it might not be an issue for you. Maybe the simple fact of me blurting out name ideas works quite well for you. But yeah, that's a potential issue when I'm doing that. Our haunted house seems to be getting on well again, so maybe people just enjoy it when it's raining. Who knows? I think it was raining when I saw it busy before. So we've unlocked a log flume. Did I already say that? I know that I looked at the message. We have unlocked a log flume. We'll be making one of them soon, maybe at the start of year 2, maybe at the end of this year. I don't know. We've got about a month or so to go before the end of this year, so we'll see. We've got a couple of breakdowns, so perhaps we can look into getting a few more handymen soon. We do have quite a few more rides as of now, and guests have commented that our park entrance fee is very cheap. So let's go to our park entrance, and we can bump it up to £15. I'm hoping that we can maybe, what's the word? Get the amount of money we get from the park entrance, and lower the price for our rides. Because I think at the end of my last park, I was watching that video, and I made everything really cheap or really free, and really free. Just made it free. There's no real scale of free, because it's free. But anyway, I made them either really cheap or free, and people went on those quite a bit, and it was quite interesting to watch. And I got quite a bit of money from entry fees. The park rating shot up, mostly because the rides were free, so people enjoyed them and there was no downsides to the rides. The downside to the park was that it was expensive, but because it had a high park value, people didn't seem to mind, so that was quite good. Though it's interesting playing a park like this, and the parks like the previous one, Bumblebee Beach, or maybe say Dynamite Heights, because this is just a piece of land where you've had to make a park, whereas Dynamite Heights, Bumblebee Beach, they have pre-existing things. Well, I can't say that now. Dynamite Heights. Diamond Heights. I've been saying that wrong, sorry about that. Diamond Heights, that actually has like 3 or 4 roller coasters when you start, and quite a big log flume, which is quite interesting. Bumblebee Beach only has the 1 roller coaster, if I remember correctly. It might have had an information kiosk, I might have added that straight away. But yeah, it's interesting to play the different types of parks. I think I prefer the look of the ones that have more in them, but you can do so much more if you start from a blank canvas, really. In the first few parks, such as, is it the forest one? What's that called? I know they all have fun names. I can't remember the name of that park. Let's see if I can. No, I can't remember that. But yeah, it would be nice to see that. What is the name of the park? I'm gonna have to check. I've got something to check. Yeah, so there's that. The Dynamite Dunes, actually. That's the one with Dynamite in his name. Dynamite Dunes, the desert one that I played. I think that was the second park that we played. That was quite fun. Had 1 ride in it, which was a runaway minecart, which, I mean, I really thought that was quite good. Yeah, so let's see if we can find out what they are. Ooh, Forest Frontier. I knew it had a name that sort of, they all have sort of rhyming names. Well, not particularly rhyming, but they have sort of fun names. Dynamite Dunes, Dynamite Height, Diamond Heights, Evergreen Gardens. They all sound quite luscious. So this is Trinity Island. Sounds quite holy in a way. I suppose because the religions in the world that have Trinity in a name or something. But anyway, yeah, that's a good start. Good start to the park. Something that we can look into doing next year is that log flume. We've just unlocked a minecart roller coaster, or a mine track roller coaster, should we say? Mine train, sorry. I'm reading that completely wrong. Mine train roller coaster. We could probably add a big one of those. I quite like the idea of having in this small island here. Bit of a western theme, maybe sort of trains and such. And then we've got the log flume, which I want to add in this sort of area again. Maybe that can be the minecart. Oh, sorry, the mine train and log flume area, and that'll be quite interesting. So that's quite good. So actually, let's go back, zoom out again. We can see the sort of progress we've got in the park. A few rides sort of along the edge, sort of small ride here, small ride here. Bigger area here really, with boat hire, the car hire, or the car ride, sorry, and the roller coaster one. We've also got our haunted house, quite good, and a big food area. Let's have a look at the general thoughts of our guests. A lot of people aren't hungry, which I suppose is quite good, because it means that they've been fine for eating. Unfortunately, that guy wasn't particularly happy. Maybe it was just the luck of the draw who we chose. Rollercoaster 1 being great, it's quite good. Some people are thirsty, so perhaps we need to get more drinks and food around the park. Some people are starting to feel sick, so hopefully we can pinpoint that area and sort out those people. Although nothing particularly bad. Maybe some people want to go on thrilling rides, but apart from that, we should get some more thrilling rides soon. And yeah, the people seem to be quite happy. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. So that's probably going to be the aim of our second year. Add some rides to our smaller island. Probably have to clear out some of the island a little bit. The big island, I'd like to save for a huge roller coaster. And when I say huge roller coaster, probably just a steel roller coaster. But it's nice to think that we'll get to add something huge. Yeah, I think that'd be quite good to have something really quite intense here. Some fun rides around here. We'll probably add a path to them by there. We'll probably add some more food areas and such. So we've just finished our first year. Thank you very much for watching the video, and join me back in year 2. I'm tempted to just make a huge queue, and it probably will be quite large, saying that the ride is 2 minutes and 42 seconds. So, well over 2.5 minutes. Probably nearing the sort of, depending on your point of view, sort of nearing the 3-minute mark.